Hey Pisces, it's Kat here to do your August read. We're going to start with the Celtic Cross. Clarify with some oracle cards and potentially some romance angels depending on what you get. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. And those who are returning, welcome back. I want to thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate your support of the channel. Keeps the channel going and gets the information out there to other people who might need to hear it. Additionally, I really like interacting with you guys. It's been great getting to know you in the comment section. So if you have anything to say in terms of how this resonated for you, or what you'd like to hear more of, or anything of that nature, let me know. If you want more information on me, you can follow the link to my website. It is in the channel description. Additionally, I have some playlists there that are not only my own videos, either for the month, or shadow work, or whatever it is that I'm doing. Those are separate playlists. But I also have playlists for meditations and for other tarot readers who I really respect and admire. There's one there called Prolific Tarot Readers, and those are people who I follow. I really appreciate the way they work with the cards, the way they work with spirit, the way they deliver messages. It is very transformation focused, and that is what I'm trying to do here with this channel as well. So I thought I would provide you with some other resources that are like-minded. Additionally, please know that I do not draw cards. I allow them to come out. I allow Spirit to select the cards in order to be delivered. This message is a general reading. It is for the collective of Pisces at the moment. It may not be for everyone in the collective. It will be for those in the Pisces collective who most need to hear the message that Spirit most wants to deliver. Additionally, I will not focus on the X. I focus on you. It's all about you. So, while there are a lot of channels who like to spend your time having you focus on other people and outwardly, I like to spend my time with you, having you focus inwardly and having you transform into the best and highest version of yourself so that you can reach your highest potential. That is the purpose of the channel. There are plenty of other tarot readers out there who are more than willing to spend your time and their time talking about your ex at length. So if that's something that you'd rather listen to, you can feel free to do that. If you stick around, I think you might find some things that resonate with you and perhaps change your perspective about things that otherwise might not get shifted in other readings of that nature. Okay? So we're going to start out with the Light Seers Tarot here. This is the deck. I actually have all the decks listed here in front of me. So if you ever want any deck information, sometimes I'll have that more in the frame. Wait, let me see if I can turn you to it. There you go. Those are all my decks. So if you want to take a shot of that, you can with your phone. Quick shot. But those are the decks that I work with right now. As you can see, I have many on the table. And then I'm working with. They all serve a different purpose, and Spirit will direct me to whatever decks it is that I need to use with you guys tonight. To start the reading, we've got the World. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Celtic Cross spread, this is the Clarion card. This is basically you. So this is saying that the world is open to you right now. You can see the mandala, the seed of life, behind this girl who is in this hoop, which is actually a snake, a rainbow snake, which also indicates Kundalini energy, indicates the infinity symbol with the never-ending circle, indicates you walking into the best and highest version of you. So that is the moment at the moment at hand, the object in question, right? The world is opening up before you. Are you going to seize it? You've got the Merkaba here as well. So you've definitely been activated by Spirit. This is the beginning of a new cycle for you, Pisces. You have come out of a difficult cycle. It's easy to see here from this spread. Your cross card is Nine of Swords. And this is the obstacle you have to overcome in order for this shift to happen and take place for you. It's here for you right now. You have to get out of your head. You have to get out of all this mental anxiety and stress. The coulda, shoulda, wouldas. The why didn't I say that when I was there? Or I should have done this. Or I should have expressed that. Or I should have known better. I should have seen it before. I should have noticed this. You know, that kind of stuff. That's That's what's keeping you up at night right now. Now you'll see that all these crows flying over our head, there's still the white crow, right? There's still this intuitive knowing. These are all your inner critic voices here in your head, but there's still this other voice that says, right, this was meant to be, this was supposed to happen, this was a lesson to move you forward, move on, move on, move on. Don't listen to these guys. Don't listen to this. Okay? At the base of the spread, and this is in your subconscious mind right now, is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, yes, she can be cutting, and yes, she can tell the truth from a lie. She's very, very intellectually, logical, reasonable, pragmatic, discerning is the Queen of Swords. And I was going to say intellectually gifted, but she also is gifted with other aspects that are around her intelligence, right? She's very discerning about things. She can tell the gray. She can see the forest through the trees. She wants to hear what you have to say. You're always interested in hearing people out, Pisces. You're a water sign, so you have a tendency, though, as a Pisces, maybe to be a little bit naive emotionally. And there is some part of you, the one that I'm reading for here, the Pisces that I'm reading for here, and maybe it's more than one, that is very discerning and very intelligent. And subconsciously, you always knew. You saw these red flags. You saw the red flag and the caution, but you decided to fly above it with the blue and say, come hither, like, explain it to me, show it to me. Okay, I can understand that. That's reasonable. That's logical. That makes sense. But when we ignore these red flags and these caution flags that in our gut, not in our head, but in our gut, we know aren't right, sometimes we can find ourselves in this situation. The Queen of Swords is very used to this as a result of sometimes not being involved in this heart combination, right? The head and the heart are disconnected sometimes here. And we wake up with all this anxiety, or we stay up with all this anxiety, This red to here right now for me in this reading feels like shame. Like suffering through the shame of knowing we should have known better kind of stuff. And here's that red flag to coordinate with it. And do you see down here how the cup that shows up in the other aspects of this reading, this is her cup, and her cup is actually behind lock and key. It's actually locked up in this stone house here, right? She sits on her heart with lock and key. She doesn't open that up for just anybody. That is not accessible to people unless she decides it is. Okay? In the recent past, or maybe in the past, possible. I'm not going to give you a timeline here. Even though traditionally it's recent past, I feel like this might have been longer ago than that for some of you. So I'm not going to define that here the way I normally do. You get Seven of Swords, and Seven of Swords is lying, cheating, stealing, deceiving, all that kind of thing. And, some people would say this is the thief in the night, the person who cheated on you, the person who lied to you, the person who deceived you, the person who stole money from you, the person who stole your happiness, whatever that may be. Whatever they took, they came and went like a thief in the night, right? This can also be you deceiving yourself. This can also be you deceiving yourself. I see the flags. I see the caution. I'm going to rise above it, right? I can keep my heart locked up under this wall of stone. I see the flags. I'm going to rise above it. And then what happens, right? On the one hand, she's saying this is a lesson. All these things are supposed to happen. This is not about you. It's not personal, whatever the case may be. Whatever she's saying, right? And then over here, you've got the squawking of these three messengers saying, this person's lying to you. This person's cheating you. This person's stealing from you. Or you're kidding yourself. You're lying to yourself. It's not your fault, or it is your fault, whatever, right? So there's a lot of shame here. around this. These are all swords. This is all intellectual, in the head energy here. Maybe you feel foolish because you let them get away with it and you knew it was going on, but consciously you didn't really know it was going on. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe because you kind of knew it was going on, but you didn't want to believe it, whatever the case may be. Or maybe you're kidding yourself, right, about what was going on in the past. And now you're not kidding yourself anymore because, oh, sorry, this goes down below. That's interesting how I put it on that. You're not kidding yourself anymore because it's all come home to roost here. In your conscious mind, you've got 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is about thinking about, I need to communicate, I need to reach out, I need to talk to this person, I need to resolve this, I need to, she's analyzing down here in the subconscious, like, maybe it was this that I said, or maybe it was this that they said, or maybe I didn't interpret this the right way, or maybe when they said this, they actually meant that, or whatever. In the daytime, she's thinking about it, analyzing it, and at night, it's like robbing her of her sleep, right? And I say her just because there's feminine energy in the cards, could be masculine or feminine that I'm reading for. And in the conscious mind, it's like, well, maybe if I reach out to them, maybe if I message them, maybe if I text them, maybe if I call them, maybe if I show up on Facebook, they'll see me and they'll communicate with me and they'll reach out to me. We'll be able to resolve this. How can I resolve it if I don't communicate with them? How can I get closure if I don't interact with them, right? There's this longing, this desire, this urge to communicate and connect here. But in the upcoming future, this is just a real lack of clarity here. There's a real lack of clarity. This is Ace of Swords in reverse. Basically, all you have is swords. You have wands here, and you have this major arcana, but it's a lot of swords here. It's a lot of intellectual angst here. This is going down that spiral staircase. Falling down into the labyrinth, right? Lack of clarity, confusion, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Going up and down the stairs. Where is that light at the end of the tunnel from the divine? Like, when are you going to get the clarity on this? Yeah? And I think you feel very burdened by all of this. Somehow this is just burdening the crap out of you. She is carrying all of this baggage on her oxen that is trudging along begrudgingly. You see how she's come from over this hill? These 3 of Wands are her, right? It's like, oh, I made this choice to carry all of this stuff. Why am I doing this? I need to put this down. I can't go on indefinitely this way. In your environment is someone from your past. Someone from your past who returns, or at least who wants to return. And I don't know if they're connected to this 7 of Swords or not. There's a different energy in this card than there is in this card. That does not mean that it's not the same person, though. It may be in the 2 ways that you see them. Sometimes when we think about the person from the past, it's like thinking about when we were kids and we had that favorite animal, right? That's why this card is this way. Like, oh, they were my best friend and we did everything together, Loyal and true, right? Loyal and true. It was different back then. It's always different in the memory than it is, right? Than it really was. And remember, we have the 7 of Swords over here about them deceiving or you deceiving self. So this is in the environment. Maybe this is who you want to reach out to because this is how you're remembering it. I don't know. You got Queen of Cups here. And I say I don't know. I'm telling you what the interpretation of the cards is, but you're going to have to tell me the specifics of the details here that apply to you individually because this is a general reading. But I've got the Queen of Cups here in your hopes and fears. And this is, I hope someday I'll be able to be vulnerable and open and generous with my emotions and my heart. I hope someday I can come out of this Queen of Swords mode where I have my heart locked up and my cup behind lock and key under this, throne of stone, right? I hope someday I can share my energy with someone else and it will be reciprocated in the same way. And I can be generous of spirit. This is almost like a Reiki hand motion here, right? Sharing your energy, exchanging energy. So I think that's your hope. That's what you want. But what I see here as the final outcome is Four of Swords, more swords here. And this is taking a rest, taking a time out, taking time to heal your broken heart and to connect with yourself emotionally. And this is good because here you're not connected emotionally. Here or here, right? This is not being connected emotionally. None of this is. This is all in the head. So if the end result is taking some time out to connect with yourself emotionally and figure out how to heal yourself from this, that is actually a positive outcome because it moves us out of the head and into the heart energy, which is very good to see. At the base of the deck, we have Two of Pentacles, which is I don't really know what I want to do. I have two choices here to choose from, and I'm not sure what to do. So let's get some clarification for you guys. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Tarot Mucha here. Okay. I do want to shuffle it though, guys, just to make sure we get Piscean energy in here. The energy of the collective I'm reading for, whoever this is for, Spirit. This is the clarification deck for Pisces for this spread, please. Clarification for Pisces. Okay, here we go. Okay, Spirit. What else do you need Pisces to know? Knight of Swords. So either you or this individual wants to rush in with communication. You've got two communications here, one with the Eight of Wands and one with this urgent, necessary, can't wait another minute kind of energy around a communication. Okay. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords again. Here we go. You want to hear what they have to say. Why did they behave this way? Why did they do what they were going to do? Oh, I'm sorry. This is Justice. Okay, that's fair. So Justice is holding the scales of justice here. New deck. Sorry, guys. And the Sword of Truth. So you want fairness. You want justice. You want a resolve to the situation. You want closure. You want to understand what happened. Yeah. That's why you want to communicate. Okay, I understand that. That makes sense to me. What else here? So you're going to come out of having this Two of Swords energy, which is not knowing which way to turn, not knowing whether to stay or go, not knowing whether to communicate or not. I think you are going to decide at the end of the day, once you've spent some time healing your heart, that you still want an answer from them. You still want some justice and some closure from them, one way or the other, so that you can kind of put this to bed. Yeah, you're tired of feeling bound and tied up intellectually with this. You see, she's not really tied up. The swords are all around her, but she's not really blocked from removing that blindfold, removing those blinds at all. This is all in her head. Again, the Eight of Wands with communication. So that is the goal here, to communicate. You know, when you get duplicates like this, when you get this Eight of Wands coming out like this, you get another sword of communication here with justice, and the Two of Swords with not communicating. I think you're going to reach out to them eventually to try and get some kind of closure on this, because I think you really want to know. And you want to understand what the situation was, because you don't believe that what happened was fair. You want some truth here. Fair or true. So what's going to happen, Spirit, when... my trusty narrow deck here. What's going to happen, Spirit, Okay. Yep, again. Bound up again. It's going to happen when they communicate. When they're not able to. Okay. I'll speak to this in a second. 8 of Wands again. That's 3 times in a row, guys. 3 times in a row. And the Tower. So, what's going to end up happening here with this communication, this text, this message, whatever it is, I think you're going to have a Tower moment with this person. You're bound up right now and you can't move. This is coming out twice, right? You also get the Ten of Swords. You've been stabbed in the back enough and you're not able to manifest what you want here. So you're going to charge forward and have this communication. I think you're going to get a Tower moment. I think the universe is going to step in and blow this thing up. Now, sometimes the Tower can be good. Sometimes the Tower is a knockdown, drag out fight that, or disruption where the two of you go your own separate ways and it disrupts your lives, you know, in that sort of way for your own transformation, for each of you to have your own transformative cycle. Sometimes the Tower can be a sudden and abrupt change that is for your ultimate good, that actually they go, what are you talking about? It was actually this, blah, 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 and everything's okay in the end. But very disruptive in the interim, right? Maybe they have a lot to say to you that knocks you off your horse. You know, you might have felt one way and they may illuminate you with their perspective, and then suddenly you feel completely differently about it. I don't know. I just get this sense that this push, I feel this push from you, this push to have some kind of resolve in a situation that is already done and over with. You guys I just get this sense that they're not the person for you. And that this was a lesson and it was supposed to be done this way so you could drop your burdens and experience the world. Because remember, we started with the Clarion card of the World here. You're supposed to be walking into a new cycle in the world, and your obstacle is continuing to focus on this thing of the past. You can either have this or you can have this. Which one do you want? Because this comes with this. The world comes with this consistent push for the 8 of Wands. Do you understand that I have 3 decks on the table, okay? And in these 3 decks, there are 78 cards, okay? But you got 3 8 of Wands. Do you know what the odds are of that? If I had my calculator, I'd do it for you real quick. Not high, okay? That doesn't happen all the time like this. There is an absolute push to communicate with this person. And I feel like you're going to end up with a Tower moment here because you feel like you can't move on. And again, here, 8 of Wands, 8 of Wands. I mean, 8 of Swords twice. Right? Again, the odds of having that show up in the spread. Again, you know, but the 3, give me a break. Which is it going to be? And I think you have to decide for yourself. Here's your 2 of Pentacles moment. What am I going to do here? Am I going to heal my heart and wait for that relationship that is right, where I can be my true self, I can express myself, I can share my energy with that individual? It will be reciprocal. It will be fair and just. And move on and experience the world and come out of this transformed? Or am I going to continue to revel in this kind of pain? Look at this pain here, guys. Look at this pain. There's so much anxiety and mental stress and duress. My God, it's just crazy. How much is here? There's no heart here. This is all air. This is all in your head. Sword, 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 sword. Sword, swords. You know? Do you really want all those swords? Do you really want this sword? Lying, cheating, stealing, deceiving? Is your decision that you're going to make going to be this? All this? You want to keep that going? You know, just because you want to have justice, you want to figure out what's going on with that? You're gonna keep this going and you're going to reach out because you just don't have clarity and don't understand? Or are you going to have justice for yourself in the sense that you're going to actually experience this world that's waiting for you and your own heart and put these burdens down and get out of that, right? And heal and turn this magician right side up so you can manifest, because you can't manifest with this. You'll never get what you want here with this vibe. No. No. Now, I'm not saying that because I don't know your personal situation, that this can't be fixed or you guys weren't actually meant for each other. Maybe you were the one who was deceiving yourself, and now that you've gained clarity, you can fix it and all that kind of stuff. Possibility. I'm just letting you know there's a lot of swords here. There's a lot of angst. There's mental anguish. There's pain. There's shame. There's intellectualizing. There's feeling bound up and trapped and not knowing which way to go and not having clarity and having this urge to communicate at a tower moment. Okay? I want some more information on this. If you don't reach out, what's going to happen? Okay, so we're going to go to the Good Tarot. If you're able to let go of these binds that bind you, what will happen, Spirit? Eight of Earth. Eight of Pentacles. And this is saying that the work, you know, whatever passion project you have, whatever work you have, whatever career you have, that will help you with this. I think the world is going to be offered to you somehow through this career. Either you're going to travel, because the world card can be a big travel card. Maybe you're going to travel for work. Maybe you're a musician traveling for work. But there's something here about work and traveling and seeing the world and having new opportunities open up for you that otherwise would not. What else, Spirit? Anything else for Pisces in this situation? I really like to give them some clarity. Anything else for Pisces in this situation? What happens if they decide to heal, spend their time healing and focusing on themselves? Two of Water. Yep, that's Two of Cups, guys. That is a new loving relationship coming into your energy field. One that is reciprocal. One that is a soulmate. Okay? What else do we have here, Spirit? What else do we have for Pisces if that happens? You got your two little fish here, Pisces. How much more clear can that be? Two of Water for Pisces. Two little fish. Another fish just like you. Okay? The World again. The World twice. Twice. You get the world. You get the world. Sorry, I don't mean to be assertive here. You get the world and your Two of Cups that you've been looking for when you decide to heal yourself and do the inner work and move on instead of trying to force something that didn't work. Okay? I don't mean to be harsh. I'm just telling you the cards and the way they have fallen out here. So I'm sure I'm going to hear it in the comments, but you get another fish just like you, Pisces. I actually think that's pretty beautiful. Soulmate connection. Soulmate connection for Pisces. The World for Pisces. Don't let this obstacle get in your way of a beautiful life and a beautiful connection. Right? It's time to heal. Final outcome is it's time to heal, guys. Put your burdens down. Okay? All right, I'm going to get a numerology card for you guys. This is a big deal, so I really hope that you guys hit the subscribe button on the way out if this resonates with you, because I really want to talk to you mid-month again. See how these energies shift. Spirit, anything for Pisces who decides to let this go? Yeah. Happy ending. Oh, yeah. Happy ending. Happy ending. I don't think Spirit could be more clear than that. Happy ending. Okay. This card serves as a confirmation that a happy ending is right around the corner. Even if it seems ludicrous and impossible at this present moment in time, a favorable outcome is within reach. Since you attract what you are bringing yourself good fortune when you are happy. Therefore, you will attract positive outcomes sooner by being joyous. When you're joyous in the now, and by acting as if you want what has already come to pass, by drawing this card, you are being encouraged to focus the majority of your attention on the outcome you desire rather than the outcomes that you fear. Since you attract what you think about most, when you focus on your dreams, you can make those dreams come true. Dismiss all logic and reason. Let's get rid of the swords, guys. Dismiss all logic and reason so that you see the miracles beyond, and know that you live in a magical universe where it pays to believe and to dream. I mean, I just can't make this stuff up. I'm going to leave it there. There's nothing left to say. The decision is yours. Doesn't mean that this isn't possible if you reach out and everything, but you are probably going to go through a tower moment that's going to cause you to come right full circle back to this healing card. So you can heal and transform yourself, and then you get the world. Whichever route you decide to take, whichever path you decide to take, again, the Two of Pentacles is yours, right? I mean, it's your decision here, guys, what to do. You have two choices, Two of Pentacles. You have two choices here, right? Me, I'd probably pick the happy ending. And the soulmate, that's a perfect soulmate card for Pisces. I just can't believe that. And the world here. Again, your choice. But they're talking to you about a happy ending, and they're talking to you about manifestation and not being able to manifest when you're in this mental anguish that you're in right now. You're not doing yourself any favors whatsoever being in this energy, okay? So I know you feel bound and constricted, and it seems completely ludicrous to talk about anything else except what you're thinking about right now, which is reaching out. But take some time to heal. Take some time to heal and hold on a minute, because there's good stuff coming for you guys and a very happy ending. You can manifest once you get that happy ending, once you learn to control that intellectual, those voices in the head, okay? All right, guys, that's what I have for you tonight. Sorry it was kind of a long one, but I felt it was necessary to go deep in this. I wasn't going to leave you hanging here. So 3 8 of Wands, and I just get this energy from those cards that there's a real desire here, almost uncontrollable urge to communicate and connect with this person, whoever that is. All right, person from the past, I think. Person we may be romanticizing just a bit. Okay. Love you guys. Take care, and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so we can talk about this mid-month. Okay. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Much love. Bye-bye.